Great Wednesday morning, everyone. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with your 15 minutes to mastery from Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. How are you doing this morning? Hope you're doing well. It's Wednesday. It's the 15th of March. Half of the month is already gone, man. It goes by like that. It's crazy. We're almost halfway through 2024 already. The time flies, and we need to be even more urgent than that, right? Well, each and every morning, that's how we come in to get you these 15 minutes to mastery, share a little bit of insight, information, inspiration, motivation to get you going on the right foot. I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it every once in a while again. I used to do this daily with my sales teams. I would send them a message every morning on my way to the office just to start getting their head right, and hopefully get them focused in on the day ahead of us, because we know that life comes at you hard. We know that there's always issues going on at home, outside, in your life, family, friends, whatever it may be. And so we've got to learn to be able to focus, zone that out, push that out, compartmentalize it, leave it outside so that you can attack the day. And that's why we come in and do this each and every morning. And today we're talking about the no's. We're talking about getting beat up, right? There's something special about a person that decides, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sign up for a career that I'm going to get my teeth kicked in every day, that I'm going to get punched in the gut every day, that I'm going to be getting my butt kicked every day, and I'm going to like it. It's just, it's something when you stop to think about it, like, why would we even put ourselves through that? But that's part of the excitement of being in sales. That's part of the excitement of just being able to take control of your own life and your own destiny. But you have to understand that a huge part of it is going to be no's. You're going to be told no so many times. And we've got to be like your 3-year-old, your 4-year-old, 6, 8, 10, however old your children are at the age where they just don't, they're relentless, right? They will not take a no. But somehow us as adults, we hear the no and we run scared, right? Or we're afraid to hear no. I don't know, it's the worst thing they can tell you. So anyway, as we do each and every morning, we've got a little quote for you. And this one comes from Napoleon Hill, right? A huge fan of Napoleon Hill. It says, the better portion of sales I have made were made after people said no. The better portion of sales I made were made after people said no. After people said no. That means somebody said no, but yet he was able to speak to them or continue on and get them to say yes, not give up. And that seems to be a common deal nowadays with a lot of housing consultants. You get told no, and it's the easy way out, and you just back off and don't keep pressing forward. And that has a lot to do with what's going on up front in the interview, what's going on up front in your phone conversations. And what are you really building as far as a connection, relationship with that customer? And that's why I say the interview is so important, and being able to dive deep into that, because that allows you the opportunity, that earns you the right to be able to put up a fight to get to the no's, right? But with all that being said, being told no is just part of what we do in sales, especially in manufactured home sales, because you've got to remember, you're trying to get these folks to commit to you or commit to a purchase that they're going to have to pay for the next 20, 25, 30 years. And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of the no's, or they're afraid, I should say, of the term, not the actual home, not the actual purchase. They want to purchase. You've got to keep that in mind. In order to fight through the no's, in order to be able to fight through, be able to be told no and still be resilient enough to keep pressing forward with them, you have to understand one thing. They want the home. That's the only reason that they're at your location. They want a home. And if you're getting to the point of actually trying to get something done on a particular home, they want that home. As long as it's the right home and it meets most of their needs and it fits within their budget, they want that home. And you've got to understand that. So you have to be prepared for the no, because they want it, although they're going to fight you the whole way through. You're going to have resistance. You're going to have friction. There's going to be some confrontations from now on. And when I say confrontations, I'm talking about just objections. You have to be prepared for the objection. You have to be prepared to hear the word no. But you have to keep in the back of your mind, you have to stay conscious to the fact that they are there simply because they want a home, and you need to help get them out of their way. You hear me use that phrase a lot, right? We help get customers out of their own way. Now, why is it though? Why is it that these people would say no if they want to get the home? And that has to do more with who we are as individuals, has nothing to do with the house, has nothing to do with the payment, because hopefully you got the right house in the right budget. So that should not be an issue. It's more of a psychological thing. And that's what we keep trying to press to you here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. There is a huge psychological factor to what we do. And yes, I know you're aware of that. However, hardly anyone stops to really prepare themselves for that. And when I mean prepare for it, I mean actually diving into what is the psychology behind it? What is the neuroscience behind it? What is that? Is it about our brain that makes us do that, right? And you can get into that. We can definitely dive into that a little bit more. If you want more information on how that works, just reach out to us, and we'll definitely share more about that as well. All right. But there's a certain portion of the brain that has to do with making decisions on purchases such as this. Okay. Now, getting back to it, why is it then that people say no? Well, first and foremost, I'm going based off a great article that I saw on Forbes, okay, which is talking about that. Okay, this article here is Overcoming the No, all right, and this was back in June of 2013. And it starts off first by telling you the no usually is just for right now, okay? In other words, it's no because maybe for different reasons. It just could be that, one, they may think it's not the right time for them, right? They may think that it's something that they're making a change in their life right now. And so they've got to get that change addressed before they move forward with making this decision on this home. But the no is probably just, in most cases, about right now. However, as you always hear me say, we want to make the decision today. We want to get them moving forward today. Day one, we want to get them, no matter what's going on in their life, no matter what transition they're going through, no matter what indecision they may have. And the way we can best do that is by what we do up front in establishing the relationship. It starts from the moment that you speak to them for the first time. You will always hear me say that because it is so true. It starts from the moment you pick up that phone and you actually spoke to them for the first time, in your energy, in your sincerity, in everything that you say, building up the excitement, and obviously the need for them to come in to see you. And then once they come in, it's establishing that relationship, building that rapport, truly, genuinely getting to know them with empathy, starting with empathy, so that you can carry out that interview in a manner that's going to establish that relationship of, you are my consultant. You are no longer a salesperson. You are my consultant. Help me, right? So that when you get to that point of, hey, I can't get this right now because I'm actually in the process of moving between here and there, or there's a change in my relationship, whatever may be going on. Now you, because you're the trusted advisor, can then deal with that objection and get them to move forward, helping them understand why right now is the better time to do it than waiting until this becomes a reality. Because as we know, life's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. There's never a perfect time to purchase a home. Never. The best time to buy one was what, 5 years ago or right now? So might as well get it done right now. The other reason they tell you no is just because they just don't understand why why things are the way they are, okay? And it's more of a mysterious no, okay? And so what we're talking about here is you haven't shared enough information to empower them to make the decision to buy. That's the whole reason for your interview. You think that it's for you. A lot of you think that that interview is for you so I can know what I need to show them. That interview, folks, is your opportunity to show them, explain to them how you, as their trusted advisor, how you, as their consultant, are going to empower them with the information that you provide them before looking at homes, so that when they are looking at homes, they're comfortable, they feel empowered, they can make that decision to get the home today, as opposed to next week, next month, whenever they get to talk to their curandera or whatever it is that they need to go talk to. Okay, you haven't settled them down. The interview is not about you. It's not for you. It's your opportunity to empower them. We must empower our clients to make a decision. That's why we need to show them how budgets work. We need to show them how financing works. We need to show them what the construction is all about. We need to show them why you were there in the first place, how you fit into all of this, and why your company is the best company for them to do. When you empower your clients, they are more likely to make a decision, because now all the questions have been taken off the end. There will always be questions, but the majority of the questions, the ones that lead to them making the decision to buy on day one, have been addressed, and they've understood, and now they feel empowered to make that decision. So if you get that kind of hesitant type thing, most of the time it's because you did not make them feel all warm and fuzzy and comfortable with making a decision today. So that's on you to be able to overcome that. Now, sometimes maybe it's just the fact as far as when they've got an objection, right? They're just giving you the objection to give you the objection. That's when you've got to be prepared for that. And again, we go back to the interview. By doing the interview correctly and actually understanding their true emotional reason for wanting to buy a home, now you can overcome any objection with a sincere and honest rebuttal. Sincere and honest rebuttal. That's exactly what you find in our Full House training cards, right? These are 50 of the top objections that are in manufactured home sales that I've put together that you've got there at your disposal. Go on the website. You can get them ordered right there. I'm not going to get into that right now, but it's overcoming objections, the ability to do so. You will come out. You won't sound salesy. It'll feel natural. It'll be confident, and you'll put your client at ease by being able to come up with a sincere and honest rebuttal, because you did your job right up front. The only reason you're very transactional, you're very just in their face, is because you're not establishing yourself as a trusted advisor. Because believe me, if I've got an issue and I'm going to my doctor, if I'm going to an attorney, and as long as we've established that relationship, they get to know me, I understand that they truly want to help me, I'm going to follow their lead. That's just the way it goes. And it would be the same for you if you did your job right up front, right? And of course, you get the hard no. You get that just no, I'm not. That's a pretty much a hard no. Okay. Hate the house. It's not in the budget, whatever it may be, right? Maybe you tick them off. They don't like your company. They saw the reviews, whatever it may be. You get a hard no. It's a hard no. Now it's maybe down the road, it turns into a yes. Sometimes it will. Most of the times it does not. Okay. But those are the different levels of no. So how do you deal with that, right? First, in order to deal with the no's, okay, you're going to have to get used to the no's. It's just part of what we do. If you're scared about hearing no, if you're scared about what are they going to say, if you're scared about I feel like I'm bugging them, I feel that, man, you are not cut out for sales. Get out of it. Get out of it. Don't try and fool yourself. Okay. And man, at the same time, I got to turn around and say, but the other side of the token is all they're telling you is no. Who cares? Who cares? Just keep moving forward, okay? You can't take it personal. That's the next thing. You just can't take it personal. It's part of life. How many times have you told people no? It's part of life. Oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Come on. They're going to live. You're going to live. You're going to keep moving forward. You're still alive. You hear the word no, your heart doesn't stop. Okay? Let's just put it out there right now. Okay? But when you do ask the hard no's, you got to keep asking questions. When you hear the no's, you got to ask questions. Don't just stop. Oh, okay, well, here's my card. Let me know if you change your mind. Oh, okay, well, let me know if, once you talk to your spouse. No, you've got to keep asking questions. You got to get 4, 5, 6, 8 no's until you get that hard no that, no, we are not buying from you. Stop. Because if you don't take it to that point, folks, oh, well, I'm afraid that I'm going to push them over. They're going to leave and they're going to go down the street and they're going to buy from that one person that keeps at it, that makes that emotional connection and can help them understand why buying from me, my company, this home in their budget to solve their problem is the best decision they're going to make. I understand that you're nervous, but look, it's a common thing to be nervous. Don't you worry. I'm going to be here every step of the way to make this happen for you. Let's get this deal done. But because you heard a no, you just back off. You got to keep asking those questions. You got to find out what the situation is. What is it that they need to think about? Why do they need to speak to their spouse? What do they need to speak to their spouse about? What do they think their spouse is going to tell them? What would they say? What would the spouse say no to? There's so much that you can ask, right? But you got to be resilient. You're going to survive. And you can't let the no's affect you, man. Most of what you hear is no. My friends, every day I get no's, and no's come in different ways, right? It's not just being told no. Sometimes you get ghosted. Sometimes they don't answer your emails. They won't answer your calls. They won't answer your texts. They won't answer your emails. I get that all the time. It's part of life in sales. You move on. Why do you move on? Because it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game, and you've got to keep pressing forward. You've got to keep moving forward. It's a numbers game. You've got to figure out what is your number. You got to figure out how many people do you need to speak to each and every day in order to hit the outcome that you're after. Your outcome as a housing consultant should be 2 homes sold per week. Why 2 homes sold per week? Let's go through it again. For the 100th time. If you take 2 weeks vacation, you work 50 weeks out of the year, you sell 2 a week, that's 100 homes sold per year. In 100 homes, you're probably only delivering half of that, 50 homes delivered per year. You do the math based on the commission average at your location. You're making well over 6 figures, most likely in most situations. Only 2 homes a week. What does it take for you to get 2 new deals per week? How many people do you need to talk to? That's the number you figure out. That's where you need to be hitting. That's what you need to be focused on. And you need to understand that those no's get you closer to the yes. And if you have that perspective on it, if you keep moving forward with that in mind, you, my friend, will do great in this industry. You will take your life, your business, your career to a whole new level. And that's what we're here for at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. Okay. That's what we do right here. Helping you, your team. So if you're a retailer of your community, you're a housing consultant, you want to maximize your opportunity, you want your team operating at the highest level possible, we are here to help. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Get on out there, man. It's halfway through the month. Make the most of it. You should be working on June deals at this point in time. May should be done. Unless you got a cash adder. All right. Other than that, work for June, work for July. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you back in here tomorrow at 8:15 for another 15 minutes to mastery. I told you yesterday, man, we have over 48 hours of content in just 15 minutes to mastery out there for you since we've been doing this in October 31st. This is episode 196, and we will stay here for you. All right, man, I'm out of here. You guys have a great one. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.